We're really late. Hiya everyone and welcome to another video in Scotland. Today's plan was to visit a pineapple castle. Yes, you heard that right. But things didn't quite go as expected. Instead, we ended up exploring the city of Stirling, on what can only be described as a miserable day. Luckily, we had a certified guide who made everything interesting anyway. But don't worry, we didn't give up on our strange little mission. Stick around until the end of the video because yes, you'll finally get to see the unusual and oddly majestic pineapple castle. Yeah. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Behind me you can see Edinburgh Waverley Station.
And the whole city center,
and
this
the
is
whole
the
city
town
center.
over there. Today guys, we're going to see one of the places which I would consider rather bizarre, right? It's a pineapple castle. Pineapple because actually this house, this summer house, is shaped as a pineapple. And it was built in 1761 if I'm not wrong.
So it's pretty old.
Pretty old, yeah.
Start raining, of course. Okay, so according to Google, there's no bus. They're going to the castle today, which is really weird. The next one it would be, there's a bus. No. It's sunny again. So we should go to the bus station and someone would tell us where we're going to get the bus. So we're gonna manage.
Follow it down, stubble it down, tumbling down through space.
Close on Sunday.
Yes, we would like to go to the pineapple, you know.
Thank you. So we're in Aloha. Aloha. I don't know how do you say it. And I don't know, to be honest, at the moment. I don't know. We need to find here a bus. Hopefully, to find a bus that would bring us to the pineapple castle.
Really skeptic.
I am a bit skeptic as well, to be honest, because we didn't expect that there was no Sunday service. Well, here in Aloha they take care of decorating. They actually decorating the, how do they call it?
The traffic
The
poles.
street poles or something like that. Yeah, look at that.
They're handmade.
Yeah, they are handmade. Oh, that's really pretty. Obviously, LGBT community. Got a rabbit because it was Easter, not a long time ago. Hiya.
Hi, but so
Hi.
you know how to, by any chance, how we can get till the pineapple?
Pineapple castle.
You know the famous pineapple. Does it look familiar?
No.
No, never.
Oh, no.
You know the
Pineapple
it's like a
castle?
castle.
Oh, you're nowhere near it. The pineapple,
Ah.
that's in there.
Ah,
Yes.
From here.
There. No, on Sunday, nothing move.
So we are in Stirling again, and we're starving in Stirling. So we need to find a fish and chips.
And further along, there's Blue Lagoon, that's a proper fish and chip bar.
You would advise it.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't miss it. You go right along,
Okay.
come to like a junction, and you can't really miss it. It's called
Okay.
Blue
Right, let's go to try the best fish and chips in Stirling, which I can see it from here.
Go over one.
The Blue Lagoon.
Prima i piselli.
Oh, first the piece. Okay, let's see.
Normale.
That's good.
Lascia un po' desiderare.
Not bad. But also not the best. And now is the fish. Oh, God. My God. Okay.
la salsa d'arte.
It's raining again, and we're definitely not going to see the Pineapple Castle today. Not today though, we're gonna go another time. But in the meantime, as we are in Stirling, let's see something around Stirling. Giacomo is a guide, so you should know and should tell us something about it. So, can you give us some information about Stirling, Giacomo?
Stirling, well, the history of Stirling starts many millions of years ago, some 350 million years ago, when a volcanic formation, well, this volcano erupted and actually formed the hill where the castle was built eventually. What is important about Stirling Castle? It's its position. So it was is basically a rocky hill which is in the place that divides north and south of Scotland. So Scotland geographically is divided between the lowlands and highlands. And we have the Firth of Forth and the Firth of Clyde, which makes this point then a narrow passage between the north and south. So this point, controlling these points means controlling Scotland and the traffic between north and south. This is the study of William Wallace in the 19th century. This building was actually made to be the library, drawing rooms, and an elegant place back in the beginning of the 19th century. This was the dark shell of the prison, of the Old Town Jail. So this is where the problematic inmates would be sent if their behavior wouldn't follow the rules of the prison. And yeah, supposedly, so you really didn't want to end up here, because actually there isn't light before. Previously there would be a thick oak door that preventing the inmates to escape, but also the light to get in. There's just a hole on the roof which works as a light dispenser, if you want to, and so yeah, it would be pretty tough to spend some time in here. Due to this important position of Stirling, or at least the rocky hill that constitute Stirling, there was probably a fort even back from the Iron Age here, because it was actually the point of passage, as we said, between north and south. And then, so this fort became a castle in the Middle Ages, and it became very important in the second half of the 15th century. When James IV especially start to develop this castle, and this became the royal residence of the Stuart family. So that's why James III, the fourth, eventually the fifth, actually improved the castle, and the castle became an important royal residence and the center of the power of Scotland for a while, like for 1 century more or less. So this one behind me is Holy Rood. Holy Rood means Holy Cross, and this is one of the 2 churches, still active churches, where in United Kingdom, where a king was crowned, where a monarch was crowned. So we got these, and we're talking about James VI in Scotland in 1567, when he was still an infant, and the famous Westminster in London, where kings and queens are still crowned nowadays. Now this church was built in the 15th century for this purpose especially, and for example, here is so the many important characters for Scotland passing by, among them Mary Queen of Scots and John Knox. It's right here next to the castle, pretty near. Well, something that many miss are those holes on the tower bell. which actually were made during the attack of Oliver Cromwell in 1651, if I'm not wrong, when he besieged and took the castle of Stirling. So this is the cemetery graveyard of the Holyrood Church and of Stirling, the old graveyard near the castle. You may notice that all the graves are set towards the east, and this is because the Presbyterians believe that one day, the day of the apocalypse, when Jesus will come back to this earth, he will come from the east, because the sun rises and that cardinal point.
This graveyard is amazing. It's really old.
Check the rabbit.
There's a rabbit. Ah. Oh, another rabbit. It's full of rabbit. Let's see if we manage to catch some rabbit. Not catch, like with the camera, I mean. Eccolo! Oh.
Memento mori, remember to die, you're going to die. Usually the graves with bones and skulls are actually of those people that died because of the plague. And since back then they thought that actually the corpses could still spread the disease, they marked the graves with bones and skull to show the danger, you know. Of course, nowadays we know that actually corpses can spread it, but back then they didn't, so that's why.
Wow.
So here in the graveyard of Holyrood, Stirling, the main, the oldest graveyard in Stirling, there's this part. This is the oldest part of the cemetery, where graves are set towards the east, right? Because the sun rises over there, of course, but also because the last trumpet will sound in the east. By that I mean the apocalypse will come, according to the Presbyterians. The apocalypse will come from the east, and that's why all these people are waiting for this day, waiting towards the east, which supposedly will come from the east. Guys, so we do have pyramids in Scotland, it's just that they are a bit different. This is one, for example, always in the Stirling graveyard, but this is actually a monument to the victims of the religious persecution in the 17th century. Many Presbyterians were killed, persecuted, tortured, or imprisoned, and many more sent to the old colonies because of their faith. The kings, the English, the King Charles I and Charles II didn't like at all this movement, these Presbyterians, and they wanted to impose the Anglos, the Protestantism, the Anglican Church, but they didn't accept it, so many were killed, and this is the monument that represents their martyr.
Hey Giacomo, what do you want on your landscape?
So,
the ice cream van or Robert de Bruce?
The ice cream van.
Ice cream van, right.
On this awful day we managed to reach the top of this hill where the castle, the old Stirling castle, was built, and which actually was developed through history. So in the 15th century, so many important characters like Mary Queen of Scots, James VI, John Knox, passing through the rooms of this royal residence. Then it fell in decay. Throughout the 16th century, became mostly a fort, a military barracks, and then in the 40s of the 20th century, it wasn't used anymore as a military fort, as barracks, and it was open to the public. So that's why nowadays you can visit it the castle. But from here you have an amazing view. Well, not today because it's raining. The weather is awful, as you say, but usually an amazing view all over the lowlands, you know, all over the center of Scotland. From here, don't know if you can see the William Wallace monument.
No, you can. Oh well, I mean it's there. I'm gonna attach a picture here. Yeah, but it's there. We seen it earlier.
Yeah, the William Wallace monument.
Nice to fucking.
Built in 1867, this neo-Gothic Victorian style, as a to commemorate the famous hero of Scotland, William Wallace, great warrior. Not so much good as a general. He won just one battle. We all know William Wallace, but he won one main battle. That's it. But still a great warrior and a brave guy. Hi guys, it is here under the eyes of Robert the Bruce, the king that freed Scotland from the English invasion, that we are going to say
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
But see you in the next video with the Pineapple Castle. No, you don't have to wait till the next video. As promised, we took advantage of a rare sunny day in Scotland to try again and visit this unusual place. It's honestly amazing how much the mood changes when the sun comes out. Spirits are up and everyone's happy. Hai scorreggiato, che puzza! Finding the place wasn't the easiest. It's not well marked on Google Maps and we definitely got a bit lost.
Place to walk around, great architecture. Caution, Google Maps sends you to a farm road that's private. The turnoff is sign posted about a mile from where Google says it is.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, going to be fun. No, it's further ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's further ahead.
Hiya, excuse. The Pineapple Castle is in this way.
Yeah, maybe, eh?
Maybe, hopefully, yeah.
Is it this way?
Okay.
You just keep going
Aye.
left, there's a car park up there.
Ah, so.
Yeah, it's shite.
Ah, okay.
Brought a building, but it's shite.
Okay. Well,
Well,
thank you, pal.
Where pineapple symbolize welcome. Whatever the reason for its construction, the unique design and scale of the pineapple continue to surprise the amazed visitors and makes it unlike anything else to be found in Britain.
But we made it! Here it is. The majestic Pineapple Castle. Built in 1761 by John Murray, the first Earl of Dunmore, it was originally a summer house overlooking the estate's walled garden. The famous Pineapple Dome was added around 1777, after Lord Dunmore returned from his time as a governor of Virginia. It says to symbolize hospitality, an ode to the colonial tradition where sailors would leave a pineapple at their gate to show their return home. See you in the next videos with more unusual places. See you in the next video.
See you in the next video.
Bye bye.